How to make Pani Poori. Ingredients. For the puri, 1 cup rava, whole wheat flour may be substituted. 1 teaspoon maida, white cake flour may be substituted. Pinch of salt. Warm water. Olive oil. For the filling, 3 russet potatoes, 2 cup cooked chickpeas, a half teaspoon red chili powder, chopped green chillies, chopped onions, 1 teaspoon chaat masala, 2 if you like, 1 to 2 teaspoon chopped coriander leaves, a half spoon of salt. For the pay, 1 teaspoon tamarind paste diluted in 1 tablespoon water, 2 tablespoons jaggery, white sugar may be substituted, 1 teaspoon black salt, table salt may be substituted, 1 teaspoon red chili powder, 1 teaspoon dhania powder, 1 teaspoon cumin powder, 2 to 3 chopped green chillies, a half cup chopped mint leaves, a half cup chopped coriander leaves. Water. How to make it. Part 1. Making the puri. Mix the flours with a few spoonfuls of warm water. In a mixing bowl, combine the flours and a pinch of salt. Add 1 teaspoon of warm water and mix it with your fingers. Add another spoonful of water and mix more. The dough should be coarse and loose in texture, rather than moist. Add the water very slowly, in small increments, so that you don't end up mixing in too much. Puri dough should never be wet or sticky. If the dough seems very moist, work in some extra maida, or cake flour, to absorb the extra moisture. Knead the dough well. Use your hands to knead the dough for about 7 minutes, until it becomes tight, stretchy and shiny. This will encourage the formation of gluten, which is essential to the texture of the finished puris. 1. If the dough feels loose and falls apart, keep kneading. You should be able to stretch the dough without it breaking. If you wish, you can knead the dough using the dough hook attachment on a stand mixer. Add a teaspoon of oil and keep kneading. Pour the oil over the dough and knead it into the dough for another 3 minutes. This will improve the flavor and texture of the dough. Rest the dough. Form it into a ball and place it in the bowl. Cover the bowl with a damp dishcloth. Set the bowl in a dry, warm place. Let it sit for 15 to 20 minutes to rest. This will further improve the texture of the finished puris. Roll the dough very thin. Place the ball of dough on an oiled surface and use a rolling pin to roll the dough into a circle no thicker than a 1/4 inch, 0.6 centimeters. The dough should be easy to roll thin without tearing. It may snap back when you attempt to roll it, but with a little work you will be able to create a large, thin circle of dough. Cut the dough into smaller circles. You can use a biscuit cutter or the rim of a cut. Cut out as many dough circles as possible from the rolled out dough. Heat oil for frying. Pour 2 inches, 5.1 centimeters, of oil into a stock pot or high-sided frying pan. Heat the oil until it reaches 400 degrees Fahrenheit, 204 degrees Celsius, or a bit of dough dropped into the oil sizzles and browns. Fry the puris. When the oil is hot, place a few dough circles into the oil to cook. After just a few seconds, they'll begin to puff up and crisp. When they are crispy and very lightly brown, after about 20 to 30 seconds, use a large slotted spoon to place them on a plate lined with paper towels to drain. Continue frying the remaining dough circles. The puris will cook very quickly, so it's necessary to watch them the whole time they are in the oil. Remove them before they turn dark brown, or they'll have a burnt taste and fall apart easily. Cook only a few puris at a time. If you crowd the pot, it will be difficult to control the cooking time of each puri. Don't cover the puris when they are finished cooking, or they won't stay crispy. Part 2. Making the filling. Prepare the potatoes. Peel the potatoes, then roughly chop them. Put them in a pot and cover them with cold water. Bring the water to a boil, then reduce it to a simmer. Cook the potatoes until they're completely soft, and a fork slides through them easily. Drain the water. Mash the potatoes roughly with a fork. Add the spices. Put the red chili powder, chopped green chili, chopped onions, chaat masala and coriander leaves in the pot with the potatoes. Add a pinch of salt. Use a fork to mash the spices in with the potatoes to thoroughly distribute them. Taste the mixture and add more spices or salt if you wish. Add the chickpeas. Stir in the chickpeas with a spoon, so that everything is completely mixed. If you wish, add a few drops of oil to moisten the filling. It doesn't need too much moisture, though, since you'll be adding pay as the finishing touch. Part 3. Making the pay. Combine everything except the water. Don't add too much sugar. It will ruin the taste. Place all the spices and herbs together in a blender, food processor or mortar. Process them until they are ground into a fine paste. Add a little water if necessary to loosen the ingredients and make them easier to grind. Mix the paste with 2 to 3 cups of water. Place the paste and water in a mixing bowl and mix well. Taste the mixture and add more black salt or spices as necessary. Chill the pay if you wish. It's often served cold with the puri. If you wish to chill it, cover the bowl and place it in the refrigerator until you're ready to serve pay puri. Part 4. Serving the pay puri. Tap a puri at the center lightly to make a half-inch hole. Do this with the tip of a knife or your fingertip. Be sure to tap gently, since the puri is crispy and fragile. Fill it with a small quantity of filling. Scoop in some of the mashed potato and chickpea filling. If you wish, you can add other fillings, too, like chutney, yogurt sauce or green moong dal sprouts. Spoon in enough to fill about half of the puri. Dip it in the pay. Submerge the filled puri in the bowl of pay so that the extra space fills with the spicy water. Don't keep it underwater too long, or it will get soft. Eat it while it's still crispy. It's necessary to serve and eat pay puri right away, before it gets soggy and falls apart. Eat the whole thing in 1 or 2 quick bites. If you're serving guests, you can have them assemble their own pay puri so they experience the best texture possible.